I said I can't leave boxing alone. The game need me. Canelo Alvarez, payday. You want payday. Caleb Plant want payday. The fight looks like it's done. Consistent with what I told you. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you do me a solid. Throw a like on the video. It goes a long way when you guys hit the likes. So thumb up the video, subscribe, all that good stuff to show and allow others to find the content the same way you found it. You see it, ESPN Sports Center breaking. Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant have agreed to terms for a November pay-per-view fight. Sources tell Mike Coppinger. That will be presented by PBC along with Canelo Promotions. Right? You see, this was also tweeted by the reporter as well. And it says ESPN story, blah, blah, blah. Let's click on it. Sources, Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Plant agreed to terms on an undisputed super middleweight title bout in November. In the end, Canelo got his man. Boxing's top star and Caleb Plant have agreed to terms for a November pay-per-view fight, sources told ESPN. That will be presented by PBC along with Canelo Promotion. The deal ends weeks of stop and start negotiations between Canelo and PBC founder Al Heyman. Alvarez, who holds the 3 of the 168-pound super middleweight titles. Plant got the other, the IBF. The fight was originally eyed September 18th. We know this stuff. So they had some struggles, but it looks like they made it. Now, ironically enough, I told you guys in previous streams, I even said it as recent as yesterday. I told you yesterday, I talked to my source, and they said it was a green light on the fight. Undisputed. Y'all didn't believe me, and now you have ESPN literally the next day talking about it. Before that, I even gave you guys the great Ego Stradamus prophecy. I told you that I believe that the fight will be announced on the Pacquiao-Ugas card. These are the things I told you. It can't be denied. My greatness can't be denied. You can't suppress the message. Boom. This is the great thing about the internet. Everything, all my thoughts, my videos, years of content, billions of hours of content is all available to the masses. Now, I posted this tweet on August 15th. Today is like August 19th. You see, and I previously said it to this, but you guys see it in writing. I said, I believe the great Ego Stradamus, I believe Canelo Plant will be announced on the Pacquiao-Ugas telecast, which is this weekend. It's Pacquiao Fight Week. Crystal Ball. Ego Stradamus. Y'all didn't want to listen to me, but believe in it. See, some people, because I don't lean into the sources. I got a lot of sources. I got a lot of people to tell me a lot of stuff, but I don't necessarily lean into it because I'm Boxing Ego. I don't have to. You know, people who come to the show, they're going to come to my show regardless. So at the end of the day, I tell you, give you my prophecies as the great Ego Stradamus. And now fast forward to the future. Days later, sources. Canelo, Caleb Plant agreed to terms. So we look like we on track for another Ego Stradamus. Now, regarding this fight, I'm happy for Caleb Plant. I'm happy for Canelo. This is what they both said they wanted. And great thing with Caleb Plant as opposed to other opponents is he has a belt. He has true confidence. He has money. And the reason I'm bringing up money is because money is important. Because money and currency is a tool. It's a tool to enable you. The more money you have, the more you can do, right? Like a person who lives paycheck to paycheck can't just hop on a flight, you know, on a whim, but Floyd Mayweather can, right? So fighting against a guy like Canelo, he has money. We know that. I know that. We know Canelo has money, right? So he can get the best in nutrition. He can get the top quality sparring partners. He has his own gym facility and stuff like that. So these little idiosyncrasies are important to the process of training for an elite fight, because I'm not saying you can't have lack of finances and still pull an upset, but it just becomes easier because that's one less burden. You know what I mean? And the other thing is Caleb Plant has a full time to prepare, which is something that all Canelo recent opponents haven't had. Caleb Smith and Billy Joe Saunders complained about this, said they try to catch me with very little time to prepare. Kovalev, but that's the past. This is the present, and we're headed to the future. We're talking about first week of November, and I like it. I love the fight. I had no problem with the fight, and I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, I gotta see it to believe it. But just wait. You know, it's here now. Bad news for some though, and I'll get to that in a second. So this is big business. I'm looking forward to it. Canelo Alvarez, obviously out of Mexico, Guadalajara, Mexico. Canelo is, you know, a guy with the 3 straps. Caleb Plant has the only one he misses. And at the end of the day, we haven't seen, I don't think we've, historically, you guys, you know, you can fact check me on this, but I don't think there's ever been a Mexican fighter that achieved undisputed in this particular weight class, because super middleweight is a fairly new weight class. It's not a weight class that was customary in all of boxing, you know, throughout history, the inception of boxing. The fight happened in the first week of November. El Dia de los Muertos is the Day of the Dead. So I think that's also good for, you know, Canelo. He's Hispanic. He's Mexican heritage. So fighting the first week is good. That's a day of remembrance and celebrating the deceased. So it's cool, you know, even though he's not fighting the Mexican dates of September 18th, he did fight Cinco de Mayo against Billy Joe Saunders, but he gave up the September 18th date. So all in all, I love the fight. I'm looking forward to the fight. Stay tuned to the channel for more like breakdowns of the fight and actual angles and stuff. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Caleb Plant. I think this is just all around a good fight. But let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Use my link for TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy, awesome way to make money on YouTube if you want to make money on the platform. Like me, I've been doing it for years, so you can do it too. Use my link in the description for ESPN Plus, but also TubeBuddy if you want to optimize your content. More on this coming. We still got to wait for the official announcement from PBC. I know some people are going to continue to deny and denounce it until they get the official announcement, but Igor Stradamus has spoke. Stay tuned. Payday.